Hey fish buddies, what's up? How's everything? I am back with a new video, and guys, today we are going to talk about the floating plants, and I will tell you about the top 10 floating plants which you can keep in the aquarium, and we are going to discuss that how to care these floating plants. So today's video is gonna be very different and very interesting. So guys, stay tuned and we are going to start the video.
Hello. Today, we will learn about aquarium floating plants. Floating aquarium plants can bring a completely new dynamic to your tank. They add more natural beauty to the tank and gives more aesthetic look. In fact, they're our favorite suggestion for aquarists who want to improve the overall aesthetic of their environment. The best floating aquarium plants give your tank a natural and wild feel that can't come from anything else. There's something about the light and colors they cast that change your whole perspective and feel you more comfortable and relaxed. In this video, we will recommend you some beautiful and appealing floating plants which will make your aquarium more natural and fascinating. Let's see top 10 floating aquarium plants. Number 1. Floating Fern. It is also called as Salvinia natans. This is species of fern in the Salviniaceae family. Commonly referred to as floating fern, this plant is one of the few fully aquatic ferns sold in the aquarium market. The unusual aspect of this flora is its uncanny ability to float. Furthermore, this fern doesn't grow long roots like most other floating plants. Besides floating fern, Salvinia natans is also referred to as floating water moss and water butterfly wings. These types of ferns are excellent for supplying shade over large areas of water, providing both a refuge for small fish to take shelter and a natural filter from sunlight, reducing the spread of algae. Number 2. Red root floaters. Red root floaters, or Philanthus flutans, are a freshwater floating fern plant known in the aquascaping game for their unique look, deep red roots, and easy care. These highly sought-after floaters are known as the red root floater because of their remarkable stunningly red roots. Although red root floaters appear similar to green Salvinia floaters, the leaves are a bit larger and can turn a deep red color. It can also sometimes be misidentified as immature water lettuce. These floaters are not difficult to grow in any aquarium. In nature, they are found in tropical, stagnant water habitats such as canals and rivers in South America. They are considered to be a must-have for open low-tech aquariums. This quick-growing plant might take over the entire surface of your tank if left alone for too long. You may have to periodically remove some red root floaters from your tank to prevent blocking too much light from the plants and/or tank mates below. Simply remove the floaters as they spread to keep your desired look. Number 3. Amazon Frogbite. It is an extremely popular floating plant, and for good reason. It has a mini lillipad feel to it that is quite appealing and fun to look at. This also allows for some interesting aquascaping possibilities if you decide to give that a shot. The plant has rather long roots that create a mesmerizing effect in a tank with a little bit of current. The leaves are sturdy, wide, and relatively flat. This is another floating plant for your tank that won't require much effort at all. Not only can it thrive in a wide range of water parameters, but it's also easy to maintain. Number 4. Brazilian Pennywort. Hydrocotyla leucocephala. Otherwise known as Brazilian Pennywort is a fast-growing stem plant having attractive, half-dollar-sized, bright green leaves and delicate stems that spread out horizontally in the tank. The species is easy to grow and suitable for all kinds of tanks. And it is easily adaptable to varying tank conditions. Brazilian Pennywort is also one of the easier plants to adapt to immersed conditions where it will even flower. Brazilian Pennywort is a fast-growing aquarium plant. It can grow up to 24 inches in height and about 6 inches in width under optimal conditions. The ideal temperature for Hydrocotyla leucocephala is between 72 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. This species requires warmer temperatures for optimal growth. Lower temperatures will slow down the growth of the plant. Brazilian Pennywort is mostly a water column feeder plant. Its root system is pretty weak and the plant absorbs nutrients primarily through its leaves. Therefore, you need to dose liquid fertilizers, not root tabs. Number 5. Dwarf water lettuce. Water lettuce is a floating, herbaceous perennial plant found across the globe in tropical and subtropical regions. Water lettuce, also called water cabbage or Nile cabbage, is aptly named and looks like a head of the leafy greens. Water lettuce was first described along the Nile River around 2,000 years ago. Water lettuce is popular for those with water gardens because its presence inhibits the growth of algae and cleans the water. It has even been proven effective at removing heavy metal toxins like zinc and cadmium from a water supply. Water lettuce grows in rosettes on the water's surface with thick, soft leaves that can reach 15 cm in length. One rosette can reach a diameter of around 30 cm and a height of 10 cm. Dense feathery roots extend up to 1 meter below the surface of the water and provide ample shelter for small fish. New growth usually occurs with the development of smaller daughter plants connected to the original growth via stolons. Number 6. Hornwort. Hornwort is one of the easiest freshwater plants to grow. This is demonstrated by its success in the wild where it has spread to every continent except Antarctica, after originating in North America. Its high tolerance to various water conditions makes it ideal for beginners. While its fast growth rate and ease of propagation mean a little will go a long way. It can be used as either a floating plant or rooted in the substrate, giving you more freedom when designing the look of your aquarium. This also increases the range of freshwater fish that can benefit from it. There are many reasons to introduce plants into your tank. From oxygenating the water to providing shelter, plants will keep the tank and the fish much healthier. If you are looking for an easy, fast-growing plant, then Hornwort could be for you. Number 7. Duckweed. Duckweeds are small, free-floating aquatic perennials or any plant living for at least 3 years. The term is also commonly used for herbaceous perennials which grow for many years. Perennials that combine to form a green carpet on the surface of the water. Each plant consists of a single, rounded, leaf-like body usually not exceeding ½ centimeter in diameter floating on the surface with a slender root below. The main means of reproduction is vegetative. 2 daughter plants budding off from the adult plant. The plant mass can double in size every 2 or 3 days in optimum conditions over summer. Duckweed can be introduced to garden pools unknowingly, brought in with newly acquired water plants. It is, therefore, good practice to quarantine purchases for a few weeks before introducing them. Duckweed may also be brought in on the feet of water birds. Number 8. Java moss. Java moss is an aquatic moss that is very popular among aquarium hobbyists and aquascapers. They are versatile and easy to care for. It was named after the island in Indonesia, which can be found between Sumatra and Bali. Small, visually pleasing, and robust. The Java moss offers a little haven for many fish who wish to take cover, lay their eggs or feed on the scraps of microorganisms this moss provides. Java moss is native to Southeast Asia, appearing in countries such as Japan, Java, the Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, Philippines, and the East Indian Ocean islands. Java moss is both aquatic and semi-aquatic, which means they are able to sprout and live on both water and land. It can also survive and grow in floating position in the water. It does not bloom any flowers, and the older the plant gets, the darker its distinctive green color will appear. It grows in tropical conditions where high levels of moisture is available. They grow naturally in jungles, waterfalls, river banks, and most freshwater environments. It can survive in slightly brackish waters as well. Number 9. Salvinia auriculata. It is a floating aquatic fern ideal for decorating fish and shrimp tanks. This plant requires minimal care. It is hardy and highly adaptable to varying water conditions. This free-floating fern inhabits still and slow-moving waters ranging from lakes, ponds, rivers, marshes, swamps, ditches, reservoirs, and rice fields. The plant is highly competitive. It can displace native plants and animals, grows rapidly, and capable of blocking canals and waterways. It thrives best in nutrient-rich warm water and tolerates mild temperate conditions, occasional frost, and low salinity levels. Number 10. Anacurus. Anacurus is a widely popular plant readily available for hobbyists to adorn their tanks. You might see it as waterweed, Elodia, Egeria, or the Brazilian waterweed. Whatever you call it. This plant has a lot to offer and is considered a beginner-friendly option for aquarists of any skill level. Anacurus is surprisingly adaptable, thriving in the warm waters of its natural habitat and even cooler environments farther north. These plants pack a big punch. Whether you plant them sporadically or create a dense forest of underwater greenery, they add tons of natural beauty to the tank. The plants also serve as shelter for your fish. In dense bunches, they can help tiny fish fry survive. In any other setup, the plant becomes a hiding spot for shy fish, shrimp, and any other vulnerable tank inhabitant. These floating aquarium plants are the best of the best. With so many unique and interesting looks, there's really something for everyone. Because of their aesthetic appeal and natural plant benefits, we recommend giving them a shot at some point. When you see how they change the look of your aquarium and how much cleaner the water is, you'll be surprised.